What is good with y'all boys? Welcome back to the channel. Tonight we're going to discuss why people will try to dick police you when they see you on BodyGame. Before I get into the example, I'm going to give you a little preface, right? I'm personally a petty ass nigga. To give you an understanding of how petty the shit gets, say me and you locked in a room, right? I'm just go ahead and throw a pause in there. But say me and you locked in a room, we can't get out. And there's a goddamn tarantula in the corner, minding his business. Now, both of us can be scared of the tarantula, but let me find out that you scared of the tarantula. As soon as I find that shit out, suddenly I'm not scared of the tarantula anymore. I'm going over, I'm picking that motherfucker up, and I'm about to come terrorize your ass with it. That's how petty the shit get. We can both be scared of the shit, but let me find out you scared of the shit. All that scary shit going out the window, right? Now, with that being said, when I was younger, I used to have a thing for older chicks, older women, right? Always trying to get at older chicks, mainly females like in their 30s, 40s, right? Really, anything over your 30s, 35s, I'm going at it. But these broads would always hit me with that goddamn, oh my God, you're so young, you're just a baby. Oh, I'm just a baby. All right, cool. I held that, and I kept it pushing. No play from the older chicks. I'm like, all right, cool. It is what it is. I'm just a baby. Keep that same energy. All right. Fast forward. Motherfucker not so much of just a baby anymore, right? And of course, because it was like, oh yeah, you just such a baby. I'm, of course, dealing with chicks that's my age, since like the ones that's older not trying to give a nigga no play because you just such a baby. So I'm dealing with chicks my age. It is what it is. Cool. Now, I ain't just such a baby no more, like I just said. However, the dynamics during that time period have changed. After dealing with enough chicks and dealing with some females before and after they had kids, I came to conclusions about the box, right? I came to conclusions about that motherfucker. And I came to the conclusion that there is no way in hell that a box can be hitting the same or even better as it did before it had kids. There just ain't no way, right? There's just no way. And after dealing with chicks before and after they had kids, I'm willing to bet, and I'm going to die on this hill, unless a shorty have a C-section, that box has had HP deducted from its life points. Put it that way. So after that mentality settled in, I really wasn't stunting the older females no more, right? I was like, you know what? All that shit dead, that shit done with. Y'all never gave me the time of day when I was younger, and it is what it is. I dealt with chicks my age and just maybe like 1 or 2 years older before and after they had kids. And after they had kids, the box wasn't hitting the same. So I applied that thought process to older females. I'm like, if a bitch had like 3 kids, yeah, she might look good, but is it really worth the chase for the box? Like, I don't know. I'm not feeling it. I'm not feeling it. So I stopped having a thing for older chicks. Like, now if an older chick gonna try to slide my way and she just gonna put the shit on the silver platter, I ain't gonna sit here and be like, oh, I'm gonna turn that down. Nigga, it's free game. We on go. But as far as applying pressure, nigga, miss me with that shit. So here's where the example of the policing comes in, right? So I used to work at this place, this restaurant, this upscale restaurant. And when I started working there, you had the, I like to call them the Dr. Umar sexuals. These motherfuckers be so goddamn pro-black. They're walking around dick policing, making sure that everybody is abiding within their race. The motherfucking Umar sexuals, right? And they especially had it out for me, right? Because I came in that bitch, I'm on BodyGame. I'm wearing the shit that hugs your physique. You can see the 6-pack. You can see the traps, the biceps, all that, the V-cut, the V-taper. You see what a nigga got working with, pause, right? I came in that bitch, doing my job, working, whatever. Now, there was a shorty in there. She worked there with her mom. And I ain't gonna lie, the mom was some fine shit. The mom had that wagon. I don't think it was a BBL, but that motherfucker was so goddamn hefty that people was saying it was a BBL. I didn't care enough to go and clear up the allegations, but shorty was looking right. I ain't gonna lie. And I would have cracked or tried to crack, but I was like, you know what? I ain't even gonna try to waste my time at this. I'm trying to go for the shorty, not her mom. And on top of that, there was a dude that was working there, but he quit a short period after I started, that I allegedly heard put the working on the mama. So I was like, you know what? I ain't really trying to be tied to none of that shit that's going on up in here, because I just got here and I'm hearing that this nigga that just left just put that working on shorty. So it is what it is. I'm cool off that. I ain't pressed about it. Left it right there. However, the daughter that worked there was some fine shit too. And she got everything that her mama got. But I say but better, because obviously she had no fucking kids. So I was like, yeah, we're going to scope that one out. So me personally, I like to be low-key about shit. I ain't no kiss and tell ass nigga. A shorty gonna give up the box, and ain't nobody gonna hear about it unless you want to run her mouth. If she want to run her mouth, that's on her. If you want to go out and make yourself look like a bird, knock yourself out, but you ain't hear it from me. So shorty, I slid on her ass, and I was straight up about the shit. I was like, look, I'm trying to turn you into the Last Supper. Tear that shit up. And she was like, wow, oh my God. Guys aren't usually this direct with me. They usually beat around the bush and they try to like hang out and then do stuff. I'm like, yeah, this ain't that. I don't do none of that shit. I let shit know what the fuck going on. It is up front. And if you're not rocking with it, deuces. It is what it is. No hard feelings. And then she said she was messing with some dude that didn't work there. Some dude, or I guess she was supposed to be in like some relationship or situationship or whatever. I said, all right, yeah, I don't mind. I said, just hit me when that shit flop. Left it right there, planting the seed, right? So after that event happened, I don't know if she told someone. Like the females that were up in that place, obviously they was all talking. Like I didn't try to slide on none of them, because like I said, petty ass nigga. You don't want to give me the play when I'm younger, so when I'm older, I'm not checking for y'all. And they was all around my age and maybe 2 or 3 years older. Not checking for them. I tried to slide on one of them. Shorty was playing straight games, so I said, yeah, this is exactly why I don't do this shit. And I deaded the shit. Deaded the shit. Shorty still coming around, sniffing around, trying to get some attention, but it's gone. Wasn't playing them games. So what eventually ended up happening, I don't know. I don't think shorty told anyone that we was doing shit, but I put that working on her ass. And then I guess people was like reading the body language between us, even though I wasn't making anything obvious. But you know how females be, like when you put that work on them, they just can't, for some reason, keep themselves in order or keep themselves acting natural around you. They just got to give it away. Body language is undefeated, because she was definitely giving up hints. When other females started picking up on that shit, none of them had concrete evidence that we did shit. But then they started coming sniffing around. Oh, you like them young girls, huh? Yeah, you like them young. I'm like, what the fuck? You weirdo ass bitch. Wasn't you the same one that was playing games when I was trying to slide on you? Playing all these stupid ass games. But then you come around sniffing for clues when you realize that I'm not stunting your ass no more. Alright, cool. Like I said, the mama had a little bit of a thing for me, but like I said before, another nigga slid on that before I got there, and I was like, yeah, I ain't trying to be tied up in this drama. One day, shorty came to me and she said, my mom's mad at you. I'm like, why the fuck is your mom mad at me? Like, what did I do for your mom to be mad? Like, does she know something that I don't? Does she know something that we thought she didn't know? And she's like, well, I didn't tell her that we did anything, but she kind of suspects. And I'm like, all right, cool. Let her keep suspecting, because as far as I'm concerned, that ain't got shit to do with me. Then you got the niggas, the Umar sexuals. They come around, start dick policing. Motherfuckers asking me, oh, so you linked up with shorty? I said, what? I said, I would never do such a thing. What are you talking about? Still pressing for answers after I'm telling him I ain't do shit. Yeah, I did that shit. But you think I was gonna admit it? Fuck no. Motherfuckers coming around sniffing, oh, I see you like them exotic chicks, huh? You a traitor to the race. I'm like, what the fuck are you talking about, bro? Like, I even do shit. Yeah, I did shit. You wanna say traitor to the race? Nigga, mark me for the other side. But you niggas can stay on my business, though. Motherfuckers all up in my business trying to police where I stick my equipment because a nigga on BodyGame. Them dudes was not on BodyGame, right? Now, like I said before, females, they don't really have to be on BodyGame as they get older because they just naturally just born with the shit. Of course, if they don't watch their diet and start eating bullshit, then they start falling out and flopping and getting fat and shit. But for the most part, females don't really have to be on BodyGame. They're just gifted with the shit. So the chicks in there were on BodyGame by default. But the dudes was a different story. Some of them motherfuckers was skinny fat. There wasn't a single dude in there that was on BodyGame, right? There was a couple of dudes in there that was like, oh, we got to get a workout in with you when they see me on BodyGame. So I went to the gym with them a couple of times, and they were still trying to press a nigga for some answers, but they wasn't getting shit. To this day, they still don't know what the fuck going on. Like, I left that bitch, and it was crickets. Left them niggas guessing in the dust. But people at the job questioning, whispering, trying to figure out, yo, what's he doing? Like I said before in one of my previous videos, when you on BodyGame, you can expect an invasion of privacy. You might as well be expected and expect to be treated like a celebrity. You know how these celebrities got these gossip ass pages and shit like the Shade Room and all that shit? Everything that's going on in that factor, you can expect a smaller scale of it to be going on to you personally when you're on BodyGame, right? Because like I said, you're on BodyGame, you're rare, you're not a commodity, so people gonna look at you as some hot shit. They're gonna be like, wow, this guy is on BodyGame and he's not fat, he can see his equipment when he looks down, he got abs, he's ripped. Oh my god, we need to know what he's up to, what he's doing. Fan ass niggas, right? That's just how the shit be. And like I said, that's why I be a night owl. I be out doing my shit at night because I don't gotta run into the glazers. Motherfuckers that be asking all types of questions but never want to put the work in. So, back to the situation at the job. Dudes was sniffing around for answers. The females that were older, that was on them games, sniffing around for answers. Nobody could cough up shit. To this day, I still salute Shorty because ain't nobody figured out that we did shit, so she kept it solid. She kept her mouth shut. Respect to her. But at the end of the day, I'm just like, yo, all this dick policing gotta stop. Y'all motherfuckers would literally walk around opening niggas' pants and looking inside to make sure that it wasn't where it wasn't supposed to be. If you understand what I mean, right? You got dudes that's out here that's gonna see you on BodyGame, and because they know that you can pull some shit that they can't, they don't want to see you win. So they're going to try to do all types of shit to try to block you from slam dunking. There was a dude at that job that was a hater, but he tried to act like he wasn't a hater, trying to be cool all up in the nigga face and shit, but trying to be sabotaging in the back end, trying to sneak and talk to the hoes, the ones that he see me putting in work with, right? And it's actually crazy. I might have to do a video on this. The shorty that he was trying to yap to was actually in my bed. But that's a story for a different video because the bullshit that occurred in that scenario was absolutely ridiculous. But like I said, motherfuckers going to try to sneak behind your back. They're going to try to fuck up what you got going on. They're going to try to talk you out of box. They're going to try to do all kinds of stuff when they see you on BodyGame. They don't want you to score because they can't score, so they feel like if I can't have it, nobody else can. And that's a loser-ass mindset. Everyone got the same 24 hours in the day. You can decide if you want to be on BodyGame or not. It is what it is. But ain't too much else I got to say for this video. But when you on BodyGame, motherfuckers, especially them Dr. Umar sexuals, will try to goddamn dick police. And it is what it is. That's it for the video, gang. I'm up out of here. Peace.